Somebody told me I should tell you the story. So one night back in June, the end of June, we come home, we're getting ready to prepare dinner, and we go to light the cooktop and nothing happens. We try a different burner, nothing happens. We try a different burner, nothing happens. Huh, that's strange. And at some point I thought I would, I don't know why, said let me go outside and see if by any chance they've cut our gas off. Back when I was a child, if a utility company was going to do work, they would give you notification. They put a little flyer on your door and say, hey, we're going to be doing work in your area. Or they'd send a letter, hey, we're going to be doing work in your area. Nope, not this time. Concluding that work, they would also put a little flyer on your door saying, we have completed the work in your area and we are done. That's not what happened. So I walked around the corner of the house to take a look at the gas meter, and this is what I found. A wreck. This had been full of some plants. I don't even know what they're called. There was all this stuff hanging down, broken branches and vines and stuff. I'm like, holy smokes, what has happened? And there are these large tracks in the yard. So they brought in like a mini excavator. And then I found the garbage. Wasn't very happy about that. This can right here was actually on the other side of the fence where they weren't doing any work. So somebody took the time, to throw garbage over the fence. Because nobody will ever find it. Okay, let's go a little bit further. Oh, wait, this is the cap off of probably the end of a pipe. Here's a zip tie and a piece of plastic off of probably the meter. And a lockout tag of a sort, and then other garbage. And that's the cap off of probably an end of a pipe or an inlet outlet to the meter, something along those lines. More garbage, more garbage. I don't know if you can notice these gray plants here, but that's actually overspray from where they spray painted the pipes. And this is the pipe going to the house. This is the pipe coming from the street. This is the pipe going to the house, which came around the corner and went up the hill. Keep this in mind. That looks like an old crusty pipe. The house was built in the 50s. Better picture of all the garbage. This is a problem. All I did, literally, was push it with my finger, and that sucker is wobbling. And that's where they dug. There's the line. So we think the crack's over there. When they dug this section out, they broke the gas line going into the house. Now, when I came out and noticed that we had a new gas meter, I stopped, had my wife call, and they said, yeah. I said, well, we don't have gas in the house. Sorry, I'm trying to find, I thought I had a picture of just the meter itself. I said, we don't have gas in the house. Didn't even think about water for hot water, but the cooktop wouldn't work. And I had turned this valve and nothing happened, but there's another valve over here that I was not aware of at the time. Well, the guy turns the valves on and it starts spinning. He goes, do you have anything on? It's like, how can I have anything on? Because all the gas is shut off. He said, do you have a leak in the house? It's like, I don't think so. He goes, this is a big leak. Okay, this is a big leak. It's spinning like the water heater is running from cold. And he says, this is a massive leak. I might have to turn this off. You're going to have it fixed. Okay. And so he takes a half an hour, it seems, to write up this explanation of, I think I still have one of the copies of the piece of paper. Hang on. So I found it. See, this is Atlanta Gas Light. Where is that? Right there. Anyway, that's Atlanta Gas Light. And this is June 24th. Writes down on my customer fuel line. This copy is not lined up with the one that was on top. Operator employee 554531. Now, granted, when my wife called and said we don't have gas, they were going to send somebody out between 8 and 12 p.m. 8 p.m., 12 midnight. The guy shows up at 8:30. It was getting dark. And the description says, leak on customer's fuel line, gas left off at, I can't read what this says, it's like CR2CO something. Contact qualified plumber to locate leak and make repairs. Inspect and relight gas appliances. Okay, so they want us to repair it. It's obviously their damage. We contacted a plumber. They came out, and it was going to be, I don't know, like 7 days, 10 days before they could get to us, because, you know, it's that time of year. Everybody's, I don't know, whatever reason. So I would go down and I'd turn the gas meter on, light the water heater, get water hot, cook dinner, go down, turn the meter off. Until one day, I turned the meter on and go upstairs and I go to the water heater and couldn't get it to light. It would come on just a little bit, you know, the pilot would light, and then when I go to turn the gas off, it would just blow itself out. So there wasn't enough gas coming into the house at that point. So we just turned it off. We did without hot water for 2 full days. We did find, though, that a 50-gallon water heater will, if it is full of hot water, will hold hot water for more than a day. And even if it hasn't had heat applied to it, it's still warmer than the cold water, because the tank full of water is sitting in a room of ambient heat. And in June, it was, you know, already 100 degrees in our area. So let's say it was 90-degree water. That's better than the 60-degree water that might come out of the tap from the cold ground. So the water in the tank was already cold, warm-ish, warm enough that it wasn't a cold shower, regardless. There was no notification that they had done any work. There was no notification that they were going to do work or completed. They, being the contractors, and I think the truck said KN, when they did this repair, they damaged the line. We had no issues prior to this. The Atlanta Gas Light guy suggested that we had a leak. He was saying inside the house. As big as the leak was, if it was inside the house, we would have been dead years ago. Additionally, the plumber that came out and fixed the issue didn't bother to chase the line around the corner of the house. They just poked a hole in here, ran a new gas line immediately into the house, up and across the ceiling of the basement, which is perfectly acceptable. And once he got it connected underneath the house, he said, there is no leak under there. Everything was fine. So, Atlanta Gas Light, what do you think? Do you think it was your contractor that broke the line, as they were probably overdoing it with the backhoe, mini excavator, but the plumber bill, $1,200, $2,000, the inconvenience for over a week of not having hot water or gas for anything of substance was a huge inconvenience. The mess that they made, the garbage that they left. Now, the plumber that came and fixed it, Marlar Plumbing in our area. When they fixed it, plumber was great. His apprentice was great. Came in. He said, yeah, I cleaned up all the garbage. He cleaned up all of the garbage that somebody else left behind. Sorry, that's my phone. So they did a great job. The contractor in our area, like I said, I think the trucks, white trucks with blue letters, big K, big N, they did not do a great job. And I'm going to submit this to Atlanta Gas Light for a reimbursement, because it shouldn't come out of my pocket. Anyway, thought you might get a kick out of the story, and just in case you need a reminder, that probably not safe. That extreme wiggle probably broke the gas line going into the house. Just saying. Be careful next time. Oh, wait, you should probably call before you dig. That's a great idea. Because when our plumber called Atlanta Gas Light to have somebody come out and mark the gas line, it was the contractor that did the work that came out and marked it. Apparently, they didn't mark it well enough. Actually, they didn't mark it at all. Hey, that's an observation all in itself. They had to come out and mark the gas line going to the house because the plumber was not sure where the gas line was. So these guys didn't even bother to mark it. I didn't think of that. Before they started doing work. So yeah, that's exactly what they did. They didn't do their job. They thought they knew what was going on. And then at the end of the day, they broke the gas line. Anyway, I hope this helps somebody, or at least you find it entertaining. Please leave a comment below. Thanks. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
Too many hobbies, not enough time.
It's a theme song, y'all.